we have with us yet another well-known person, and that's Chandran Ratnam. Hi, how are you doing today?
I am fine. How are you?
I'm doing fine myself.
I'm happy to be here with a project with Lester. Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about you. As we know, you produced the film.
Yeah, I produced the film because I wanted to go to Cannes, and only one way I knew how to go to Cannes is hook up with Lester. That's what happened.
So just tell me a little bit about him. How was Lester James Peries? What kind of a person was he?
Oh, Lester was a wonderful man and a lovely raconteur and somebody that you would enjoy talking to, a good friend. I met him in 1979, so we've been friends for a long time. Then I found out that he had not made a movie for 14 years. So I thought, wow, if he makes a movie now, surely we're going to Cannes. And that's what happened.
So you went ahead with it.
Yes, I went ahead with it. I had ulterior motive.
So tell me a little bit about how do you feel about the French embassy celebrating the 20th anniversary of this movie.
Oh, I'm thrilled. I mean, it's a movie we enjoyed taking to Cannes, and also it is the only singular film that had a release a general release in France. No other film has ever had that. So it's a great achievement. Yeah.
It's quite impressive, I would say.
Very impressive, very impressive.
So just want to thank you so much for talking to us today. Hope you have a wonderful evening.
Thank you very much.
We have with us a very wonderful lady, and that is Miss Sangeeta Veeranatne. Hi, how are you doing today?
Very good. Thank you so much.
So tell me a little bit, how was it working with Sir Lester James Peries?
Okay, so first, it was my very first appearance as an actress, which was for a teledrama Golu Hadawata, which was directed by Mrs. Peries and Dr. Peries together. And it was a wonderful experience. Actually, having him on set, his approach to all aspects of how it needs to be done, the cinema. It was actually really wonderful. I mean, I was so aware of him, yet he was such a simple man. For me, it was Dr. Lester James Peries, but for him, he was like such a simple person, and made us, as a newcomer, I was just 16 years old, but he made me feel comfortable next to him, working with them, and because they're legends, yet they never made us feel that way. And and they included us. I was not doing the main character in the teledrama, yet I was doing a supporting role, but still everybody felt at home, at ease. And then I had the privilege of working again with Mrs. Peries, a Duata Mamaku Mr. movie, but I was lucky enough to have Sir on set. And there were some scenes, some incidents in the movie where he would also discuss what I would feel against the character, with the character. And it was a wonderful experience. I mean, I think I could very definitely say one of my very, very favorite directors to work with.
Tell me a little bit about how you feel about, the French embassy celebrating Sir Lester James like this.
Oh, actually, I don't have words to describe how happy I am and thankful I am for the embassy, because Dr. Peries needs to be celebrated so that the younger generation, today's generation, needs to know how cinema, our Sri Lankan cinema, came to the world cinema with one of his movies. And then the work he has done, the commitment he made to the cinema needs to be appreciated, and also it's something for this generation to learn. And if you don't celebrate them, if you don't commemorate them, then there is no way for the younger generation to actually know or study about them. So the fact that the French embassy is doing this is something so precious to me, and I'm truly thankful for the embassy for living the Sri Lankan dream through the French embassy.
Thank you so much for talking with us today. Hope you have a wonderful evening.
Thank you.
We have with us a well-known face, and that's Mr. Sanath Gunatilaka. Hi, how are you doing today?
Not too bad, that's what I can see.
So, as we know, this is the 20th anniversary of the movie that they're showing today. Talk to us a little bit about how it was like working with Lester James Peries.
I can't explain it because I have no words to explain it. Because before this movie, I think somewhere way down 1983 or 84, I worked with him in a film called Kaliyuga. That was based on Mr. Martin Wickramasinghe's novel, and in that I didn't do the main role. Main role was done by Henry Jayasen and Punya Indenia, and I played as their son. Then that time I was too young, so that was the first experience with Sir Lester Sir. So he was very calm. Normally he won't tell us what to do. He asks us whether you have read the script and did you have a discussion with the assistant director. So all of us, all our artists used to do the same pattern, and then he straight away go for a rehearsal. Then only he comes and tell, change this and change that if it is convenient to you. That like. So when I was working with Wekande Walauwwa, it was a very difficult and challenging role because that person called Gunapala, this is based on Anton Chekhov's Cherry Orchard. This story was based on that novel. So this this character named as Gunapala supposed to be the main role lady's brother and the person who comes and try to buy the land of ours. That was played by Mr. Ravindranandaniya, and my sister's role was played by Malini Fonseca. So I was, according to the story, I am a friend of that Ravindranandaniya's character called Lucas. So I was always in a two different worlds with these two characters, because sometimes sister used to tell me, you will have to do this, you will have to ignore this Lucas and do whatever I am telling you. And the other hand, the other character, that is Ravindra's character, he used to tell me, look here, I have all the rights to tell and prove that this land belongs to me, something like that. So that's a different story. So anyway, everything was handled by Lester Sir. Lester Sir handled everything, and I think because of Wekande Walauwwa, we were so closed, and after that we were going for so many festivals. Even for those festivals, I was lucky enough to go with Lester Sir. So, and that's the tell about my experience.
Sounds like a very nice person to work with.
Certainly. He's a thorough gent, and I think after my father and mother, I always my heart look after Lester Sir and Sumitra Madam.
Thank you so much for talking to us today. Hope you have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, miss. Thank you very much. Yeah.